What's up? Hope my mic is up. Um, going to talk about the Brooklyn Nets today, but before I do that, going to go over some of the games on today. Right now, the Lakers are playing the Miami Heat, no Kyle Kuzma, but Mr. Drummond is actually playing in the game. You know, the guy that a lot of people in the media or some people in general considered, top player in the game. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the link in a minute, Bistro. I got to get my intro going in. I just came in. I just started, bro. Now, I'm just getting to sports shape, sports form. Hope everybody's doing well. This Laker game is 21-24 is the score so far. He said I got an intro as well. But let me get some talk going on. Now, I want to talk about the Brooklyn Nets. Are the Nets their own worst enemy? Oh, he got hurt again? I just saw him in this game a couple minutes ago. What just happened? I literally just turned the game on, and it's the first quarter. I saw Andre Drummond at the free throw line or the side of the free throw line. He got hurt again? Wow. Okay. But we'll talk about the Brooklyn Nets real quick. Last night, Kevin Durant came back, scored 17 points off the bench, 5 for 5 shooting. This Brooklyn Nets team at full force, keep telling people, it's going to be a scary team to watch. They may be offensively one of the best teams put together. Okay. He went to the locker room. Wow. That's nuts, man. He just got into the game and he went to the locker room. Wow. I mean, I just turned the TV on and I'm just watching to see what's going on. I saw him playing. I was about to say, oh, Andre's playing, but, got hurt again. Wow. But, yeah, man, 26-24 is the score. But I want to take away from that game yesterday. All right? That shows you that Kevin Durant not only is a great per scorer, but he don't need that help that he's getting. This guy is a perfect, effective piece for any team. If you put Kevin Durant on any team, he could blend into the offense because he's one of the few superstars in NBA history that don't need the ball in his hand to be successful. This guy could operate off catch and shoots. That's how much of a deadly sniper or shooter that he is. So he don't even need the ball in his hands 24/7 to be efficient. He played with guys like Westbrook that held on to the ball way longer than they supposed to and was still able to shoot 50% from the field and was still able to stag up an MVP and was still able to get his numbers, 28 a game, 27 a game. So Kevin Durant is at that stage of his career where he could arguably be called the best player in the game because it's a timeline, okay? When Kobe was getting old, I was telling people, check out LeBron James. He's a new kid on the block. He's young. He's in his prime. He got next, all right? So LeBron got next. He took over the mantle. And even though Kobe was still on the championship winning team, a lot of people were still feeling like, hey, LeBron's that dude now. He's the young guy that's the best player in the game. So that feel is starting to shift. It's starting to shift off. It's if I could pick any player that could do that as the replacement, it will be Kevin Durant. So the same energy I gave Kobe is the same energy I'm gonna give LeBron. It's time for you to move over and make space for the new guy. And in some cases, some older players, they don't want to make space for the new guy. That's when they got to get rolled over by force. Okay. if the Brooklyn Nets win the championship this season, all right, and they stay intact, they could perhaps go off to win 2 more championships. This, that, and the third. Luka, he definitely got next, but I don't think he's going to be ever considered the best player in basketball. His ceiling may be a top 5 best player in the game, but that's about it. I don't think he's going to be considered that number 1 guy or best player in the game. He's going to stay at that top 5 level, if he could get to there. That's as far as he could go for me. But Kevin Durant would be that next guy that's going to be considered the best player in basketball for like the next 3 to 4 more years. All right. Assuming if he wins this year. Now, will I give it full credit? No, I call them the Three Stooges for a reason. It's because of the simple fact that they formed together to win. This is Kevin Durant's second super team, second formed super team. And if they win the championship, I have to say they're the champions, but that doesn't mean a lot of people going to respect it. Just because you win the championship, even though he was doing the same thing in Golden State, don't mean that I'm going to say you're the best player in basketball, even though you was winning championships then. And a lot of people wasn't calling him the best player in the game, even when he was winning championships in Golden State. So, question is, what's the ceiling for the Brooklyn Nets? Now, I mean, can they go off to three-peat? Can they go off to do all this stuff? If they three-peat, what are people going to know from this team? Or what are they going to take away from this team? Bistro, are you there? What's up?
Yo.
What's up, man?
What's good, bro?
All right, man. How's it going in Sacramento, man?
Man, just, it's getting hot now.
I hear that, man. But, yo, did you watch Kevin Durant's performance yesterday? Or the next game yesterday?
I only watched it. Well, the reason why I didn't watch it because I didn't think he was going to play. That's why.
Yeah, man. I was thinking the same thing, too, because I was like, when are they going to let this guy into the game, man? Is he just, like, pretending to come in the game or something? They made it seem like it was a big world event. I was like, just get in the court and start playing already.
Yeah, I was just doing other stuff. But, no, I watched the Suns and the Jazz game.
That was a good game. I heard that was a good game. So, yeah, man, what do you think about the Suns this year, man? They're killing it, man. They could perhaps, win 8 in a row if they beat Kawhi tomorrow?
No, it's today. The game's today.
Oh, it's today. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's today.
No, so I don't think the Suns are contenders because they're young. Well, besides Chris Paul, like Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, like they need that playoff experience first to be called true. I think they're contenders next season because they're only going to get better and better and better. But the Jazz, I think they're a contender as well. But I just don't think they can be like the Clip. I don't think they could beat the Clippers, Jazz. I don't think the Jazz could beat the Clippers, Nuggets, or the Lakers.
So you think the Suns are fool's gold, just a regular season?
No, it's because they're young. That's why they don't have playoff experience, and it's I can't really say they're better. I think they could probably beat the Clippers. I think because of Chris Paul, but it's just them. There's a difference of playing a regular season game and then a playoff game in the second round. It's two different.
Exactly. Yeah. But the thing I do like about the Phoenix Suns, they're developing their players. They believe in the players that they drafted. They drafted DeAndre Ayton. They could just stick with him. Maybe he could blossom into an all-star. Devin Booker is still being Devin Booker. He blossomed pretty good. That's what I like about the Phoenix Suns, though. At least they, staying in pack with whatever they have, and they're just drafting and developing that way.
So when the Lakers had Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, you would have kept them besides LeBron and AD?
Well, no, that's different because LeBron and AD are superstars already. But if LeBron wasn't coming to the Lakers and I had that young core, I would definitely develop them. Lonzo developed to now, 14 a game? He got to stay on the court I mean, he could probably up his game a little more. We haven't seen him reach his ceiling, but Brandon Ingram, he became a good all-star, a guy that could average 20 plus a game. So, they did have some good diamonds in the rough right there. They let those guys develop. But, whenever it comes between developing players and a current superstar that's already a superstar and he want to come to the team, then that's a different story. But I tell you this much, if it was LeBron and those young pieces, that was still fun to watch too. Until that whole drama came out with they wanted to get traded and all that. But
because
when he was playing with those young pieces, that was pretty fun because they were on the come up and they had a lot of good mystery behind them. You didn't know exactly how far they would have went.
This was the plan. Like the plan was okay. Like they were basically auditioning. Like I think they were because here's the thing. You know what was funny, bro?
What's up?
You know how they said they wanted 2 superstars.
Yeah.
But like, how are we gonna fit those 2 superstars with Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, and Lonzo Ball? Like, they're gonna need the ball. So I was like,
yeah,
one of them is gonna have to sacrifice a lot. And I was like, are they really gonna is Kuzma or Ingram gonna like that?
Oh yeah, but this is one of those cases where you had to give something to get something.
Yeah. I'm saying they want to sign superstars. Like they didn't want at first they didn't want to trade for anybody. But I was like, I think it was honestly better that they traded those superstars. I mean, those young players because they were able to develop better. And then the Lakers, they got AD with the trade.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that worked out that worked out good because you got your all-star to go behind you, and you're not young yet. LeBron wasn't young himself, so he didn't want to sit down there and wait for guys to develop. He was more win now mode. So when you put a veteran like that on your team, I understand it's a win now thing. You want vets around you, and you want guys that have experience already. You don't have time to babysit, which is okay. But it worked out because those guys developed pretty good. Brandon Ingram is shining over there on the Pelicans. So
yeah, because I feel like Miami should have just gone Harden. I think they should just they just don't want to trade Tyler Hero. Like, bro, they really treat Tyler Hero like a freaking god.
Well, that and I think they didn't want to give up more pieces. I think Houston was asking for a little more. They didn't want to gut their core just for James Harden because they weren't sure that James Harden was going to re-sign anyway.
I mean, it's in Miami though. I mean, James Harden loves those strip clubs over there.
That is true.
Hey, there was a data that said that James Harden performs the worst in Miami because of all the strip clubs over there.
But I understand Pat Riley's approach, man. He don't want to give up what he worked so hard for, drafting these young players. He just wanted them to develop. And it wasn't clear that James Harden was going to stay. The only team that he was willing to stay with is the Brooklyn Nets. So they know, hey, we had to keep him. So that's the only he made.
Didn't he add it to didn't he want to go there?
He added to the list of teams that he wanted to go to. But the only team that he said he really wanted to go to in terms of signing with long term is the Brooklyn Nets. That was the first and foremost team on his list.
Yeah, because I thought Miami could have won a championship had they got Harden. Because you would have Harden, Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler over there. That would have been a good trio right there.
Even if they gutted some of their roster, you still think they would have won?
If they did that before the free agency, because Harden went out in November.
Mm-hmm.
So if you did that before free agency, you could have got a couple more of those more pieces, and then you could have got more pieces in the buyout market, which they did.
True that.
Then you would have had 4 contenders in the East. You would have had Brooklyn, Miami, Philadelphia, and then Milwaukee. Then things would have been much more even. But that's the reason why with these super teams, I blame more the GMs because it's they gotta take a chance. Look at Philadelphia. Well, I will blame that more on Houston than Philly because feel they actually threw the offer at Houston, but Houston was asking for way too much.
Yeah.
And that's the thing where it's if Philly just accepted the trade, Harden would have been at Philly, not in Brooklyn, but they didn't want to make that trade.
That's true. But I think Philly, Houston wanted Ben Simmons, and Philly was like, no. I mean, I probably would have did that trade because but the reason why the 76ers ain't going to go nowhere is because it's going to be Joel Embiid pretty much by himself when push comes to shove, because Ben Simmons ain't going to be that type of dude to look for his own shot. He's going to be busy passing the ball most of the time. So your secondary guy, which is supposed to be Ben Simmons, he's reluctant to try to shoot or score. So how far do you possibly going to go with just one guy willing to score?
Yeah, that's what they should have just accepted the trade. Like, I feel like, and that they would have been like able to like, because think about it, they have Daryl Morey over there, so and Daryl Morey has fixed those 76ers because last year they were in a terrible position. Bro, their spacing was so bad last season, like without Horford. Like, think about that. Yeah, Al Horford, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
In today's NBA, where you need shooting, that's the reason why like they were inconsistent last season. Like, even though like the funny part is that they defeated every contender at home, but like on the road, like they lost to, like the terrible teams like the Cavs, Knicks, Kings.
Yeah.
But at home, like they defeated every contender, but like they were just so inconsistent last season.
I had that. So out of all the teams in the East, you think Philly is the team that's gonna give the Nets a run for their money?
And Milwaukee.
Well, nah, I definitely don't have Milwaukee. I don't got neither one of those. I'm gonna go for a sleeper. I'm gonna go for a team just like Boston, only for the simple fact that Boston has a bunch of young cats that could probably give them a little fits. If they could try to turn the game into a run and gun game. But all those teams that you just mentioned, Milwaukee's just fool's gold. You already know what's going to happen to them. You know what happens to Giannis come playoff.
Yeah, but they got the pieces like PJ Tucker, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. They got the guys to defend on Kyrie and James Harden. Like, look, you're not going to ever shut down KD. Like, KD, but, I actually forgot to tell you about that. You really want to know why KD wanted Harden on the team?
Why?
Because KD wanted somebody that wants to pass the ball. Because Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, to me, they're just me. I think they want to play more of a street ball type of style than a system.
You mean back and forth, you go, I go type of stuff?
Yeah, I think that's what they want to play more. But if they were going to play that, they could probably still win the East. But do you think they could defeat the Lakers like that?
No.
Nah. That's why I think they got Harden, because they're like, okay, Harden's the guy that is willing to like get everybody involved, this and that. So they're like, let's just make the trade. So because when KD wasn't going to stay, like when the Rockets get in trouble, that's the reason why the Rockets get in trouble, because Kevin Durant wanted to play 1-on-1.
Right.
And that was when KD had trouble with Russell Westbrook as well. Like he just wanted to play way too much 1-on-1 ball, but like,
well, both of them was doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why they got Harden, because Harden has shown that he's willing to like get players involved. But like Kyrie, like when I see Kyrie play, I just don't seem like he wants to get dudes involved. Like he just wants to like play street ball. Look, I don't blame him for that. But the talent he has, like, go ahead and do it. But it's like that's not gonna win you a championship, because you're gonna like attempt a lot of terrible shots.
He got that Kobe mentality. That's why. A baby Kobe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's the reason why in 2019 with the Suns, like that didn't work anymore, because it's like Tatum, Brown, Hayward, they all wanted shots, but Kyrie didn't let him.
Right. That is true. But out of all those teams, the only ones I see that could even give them somewhat fits for me is Boston, because I think Boston got enough depth. I don't think none of those teams you mentioned, Milwaukee or Philly, got enough depth, and Giannis don't get enough help to out-conquer that big three. It's just too much scoring.
You don't think Giannis has enough help?
No.
Nah.
Because those guys are solid in the playoffs, but you need somebody to play at an all-star level.
Now, Drew Holiday was a couple of years ago for the Pelicans, though. Like, remember against the Trailblazers?
Oh, yeah, I know that. But, I mean, Damian Lillard,
Oh.
That's not the first time I see a role player outplay Damian Lillard, or somebody that's not supposed to outplay Damian Lillard outplays him. I seen Rajon Rondo put the clamps on Damian Lillard. So, I'm not too shocked about that. But in order to beat that Brooklyn Big Three, you're going to have some more offensive firepower. So the only team I really see capable of beating them, that's trying to match them shot for shot, is probably the Lakers. That's the only team that I could see beating the Nets, and vice versa.
Not the Denver Nuggets?
No.
Even with Eric Gordon over there?
No, they're a good team, but they don't They don't have they'd be in another situation where they're down 3-1, and I don't see the Nets folding like the way the Clippers did. I think they would close that out. They're a little too predictable come playoff time as well.
The Nuggets.
Yeah,
Honestly, if the Lakers don't get healthy, I think they're gonna make it to the NBA Finals. If the Lakers don't get healthy.
I mean, yeah, if the Lakers are healthy though, it's lights out for everybody in the Western Conference. They almost got everything they need to beat just about every team. Imagine AD if he ever gets healthy, Andre Drummond in the post, block shots and rebounds. That's all you got. So you can't afford to miss too many rebounds and shots with Drummond and Anthony Davis both there to get rebounds. And LeBron's not too shabby on rebounds either. So you got 3 guys that could rebound. So your second chance opportunities won't be a lot if you're playing it against a full healthy Lakers team. But health is something that they got to do. Like you just said, Andre Drummond went to the locker rooms. I don't know what that's about.
Hey, you want to know what's funny about that? Anthony Davis wanted Drummond more because Anthony Davis doesn't like playing the 5. Like he's always said that he doesn't like playing the 5 because he doesn't like want he doesn't want to tussle with bigs in the regular season.
Yeah.
Because his game is more like how do you call it, like more finesse.
Yeah.
Like he likes playing that type of style more than like going to the paint. So that's the reason why they got Drummond because here's the thing with
do that dirty work.
Yeah, here's the thing with big men. They're always in foul trouble like so quickly. So it's like, let's say Drummond picks up 2 fouls against the Nuggets, and you put Marc Gasol on Nikola Jokic for like the first half, and then once the fourth quarter hits, that's when you put AD on Jokic because now you're just asking for one more quarter.
Yeah, that's what's. Oh, speaking of Drummond, he's back.
He's back.
Yeah, he's sitting on the bench right now, so I guess he'll be back in the game later. Maybe he just went in the back to check on his toe, but he got 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. I mean, that's solid for the minutes he played. I'm assuming he didn't play that much minutes because he's just coming off an injury. So,
hey, you see that right there on the TV screen?
What?
On the TV screen, they said that the lowest seed in NBA history to win a championship was the Rockets.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Well, they're going to add the Lakers now to that. They're going to be the first 7th seed.
We got to see, man. Health is the big concern. It's all about health for the Lakers. But that'd be fool's gold because the Lakers was never meant to be that lower seed anyway. They only dropping games is because they're injured.
Yeah,
so this is not
impressive,
like,
though.
Huh?
To be a 7th seed and the thing is, look, I don't know how the world will be by, but they're gonna be full crowds. But like once the playoffs start, because that's in June.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like to go like,
but that's not a true 7. That's not a true 7 seed. That Houston Rockets team was really struggling, and they was actually playing. It's not like they were hurt. They was just getting spanked in the regular season a lot. And this Laker team is injured. They wouldn't have this record if they was fully healthy.
And also, like, they had the shortest offseason of all time as well. So it's like,
yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of factors that go in, like you said, put context on it.
Yeah, but so it'll be impressive as hell, like to do that.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's the reason why it should count.
He said that's a reason. You would say anything count long you got LeBron in it, don't it?
Hey, the shortest offseason in NBA history. And the 7th seed, and you win the championship, especially beat teams like the Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, and the Nets.
Yeah, but they're not a true 7 seed. That's why I say sometimes regular season is just a number. I've seen some regular season teams win 66 games and fold in the playoffs. So I mean, it's not just about your wins and losses. They're like 2 complete separate seasons. That's how far apart the regular season and playoffs is. It's not. It's like a whole new season because you go back to 0 once the playoffs start. Your rankings in the regular season don't mean nothing.
Yeah, true that.
So I mean, I guess you could give it some credence to it, but I mean, at the same time, if LeBron's playing, AD's playing, this won't even be an issue. I mean, they have been like a 2nd seed, the 3rd seed, or maybe even the 1st seed.
They would have been the 1st seed if I think they would have been the 1st seed if LeBron didn't get they probably would have been most likely third. They definitely would have been third if LeBron didn't get hurt. But if AD comes back like next week, they could have definitely have gotten the first seed because they still had 2 games with the Jazz left. But that's not going to happen anymore.
No, yeah, 20 plus games. But you know the Lakers going to get spanked this Saturday, though, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, you already know that's coming. KD will be playing. Kyrie will be playing. You know, but what do you think about LaMarcus Aldridge on the Nets? You know, because they was going to go after Andre Drummond themselves, but for some reason they went after. They completely said, you know what, we don't want Drummond. We just take LaMarcus Aldridge. You think he's a good fit with this that net team?
I mean, have you seen him play as of late?
Yeah, I did. You know,
I mean, he's
from the scoring standpoint, yeah. You know,
KD recruited him.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, like he's not the same.
Word.
But he's been really good for them ever since he's been there. Like he's been there. Like how many games has he played? Like three or four.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, shout out to Michael. Yeah, man. I appreciate the hat. Thanks for the hat, bro. You know, starting your music career, man. Good luck on your music career. So yeah, man. But okay, besides the Lakers and Nets, what other team? Let's say both of those teams aren't healthy. Then what is your NBA Finals pick?
Denver and Milwaukee.
Oh my God, I think that would be such a bore fest for a lot of casual fans.
What up, babe?
Uh-oh. Mr. Hoop Facts, what it do, brother?
Who over here trying to rap this shit? You talking about some rap career? What you talking about?
Oh, Michael, man. You know, he getting his music career started, man. So
Who?
so, what's up?
Word?
Yeah.
Let me hear that shit.
Hey man, he gonna have to try to send you something.
Word. China, he better off buying a brick of cocaine and make it, man. Nah. I'm fucking with him.
Word. What up, Octavius? But yo, we got Bistro on here. We got Hoop Facts, man. Hoop Facts, you never talked to Bistro before, so Bistro, I know you're familiar with Hoop, so y'all can introduce each other.
You on that LeBron shit or not?
Huh? Yeah, he a LeBron.
Oh,
he a LeBron fan. You know, he said, "Oh shit." Bistro, what do you think about Hoop Facts and his takes on Kawhi Leonard? I mean, he's becoming famous around here.
I mean, I get what he's trying to say, but at times, like, he's tripping at times.
I mean, like, tripping how? You feel me? Like, you gotta, you know. How so?
Well,
I mean, like, check this out. Don't I come with straight facts though? Like things I say about Kawhi, things I say about LeBron. Like, bro, listen, man, I keep real. I criticize Kawhi too. I said that, like he played bad in that Game 7, bro.
Yeah,
he did, but my thing is saying he was still aggressive.
Yeah, I mean that's all you can ask for a star player.
He took the same shot. He did everything he's supposed to. I mean, but he had 0 free throw attempts. But that's conversation for another day. But besides that, they blown the lead.
Wait, what are you trying to say about that? You trying to say it was rigged?
I mean, did I say that?
I don't know.
I mean, you feel me? It kind of sound like that now that you said something, but that's weird, right? Why would you say that?
Nah, because I mean, that would not make sense because like it was like the Kawhi versus LeBron like storyline. So it was like, how you gonna like rig it against the Clippers? But then all season long they want LA versus LA anyways. So
I mean,
like,
no. The fans wanted that. The media ain't want that shit.
Nah, the media wanted Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp.
Listen, honestly, real true LeBron James fans did not want Kawhi going against no fucking LeBron James. They do not want that deep down.
Nah, they wanted that.
Nah, they did not want that, bro. Deep down, they did not want that.
Bistro, did you want that?
Of course they're gonna say yeah. What do you think they're gonna say? P, but
Hey, I gotta ask him though. You know, I mean, I trust Bistro to keep it real. Bistro, is that a matchup you want to see or not?
Hell yeah! Like I won that matchup last year, especially all the
Okay.
smoke that the Clippers were
Yo, I mean,
talking.
but deep down, a lot of LeBron fans did not want that, bro.
No, okay. No, you want to know what the truth was? Okay, because at first I didn't think the Lakers were gonna get AD because I thought the Celtics were gonna get AD because I thought the Celtics had the pieces to trade for Anthony Davis, and then I thought KD was gonna be healthy once the finals came by when the Warriors and the Raptors had that. So I thought the Warriors were gonna win that because KD was gonna be healthy, and I thought that KD was gonna stay in Golden State. That's when I was like, okay, the Lakers should got the quiet because if KD's still gonna stay in Golden State, the Warriors are gonna still be unbeatable for like the next couple of years. So I was like, you might as well get Kawhi and then match up against Golden State. That's the only way I wanted. I wanted Kawhi in the Lakers, but
Yeah, that. I mean, that I will understand, but then that would still be a little bit too much extra because LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard on the same team is a cheat code.
yeah, but against the super team Warriors, like when they had Clay, Clay, Curry, Draymond,
You're
especially
right.
like if DeMarcus Cousins like didn't get hurt as well, like that's the other part as well. Like what if he didn't leave as well?
Yeah, you know, you're right.
Right.
Yeah, that was the
Right.
only way I wanted Kawhi on the Lakers. Like as soon as they got AD, I was like, nah, they don't need Kawhi. They just like need like get they just need like get role players and that's it.
It's funny you
Saying
said that. It's funny you said that because I know AD was going to go to the Lakers.
Well, I mean like
definitely was.
I thought he was gonna end up in Boston because like the Celtics they had the pieces to trade for AD. Like yeah,
Bro,
Tatum,
AD was trying to leave in the middle of the season to go to the Lakers.
yeah, I know, but like
Yeah.
the Celtics had the pieces. Because I
Nah, it don't
didn't
matter.
think Kyrie
You
was
know
gonna
what?
leave Boston. Like that's why.
Yo, like what's that
He wasn't
song?
going to commit to
What's that
Boston. He
song?
only was going to commit to the Lakers.
I mean, wouldn't you do that, Prince? Like, wouldn't you take your chance like Kyrie and AD on the same team for a
Kyrie
championship?
and well, I wouldn't do it if I know AD don't want to stay there. I know he's going to leave.
Yep.
He made it known that he wanted to play with LeBron. He wears number 23 because he looks up to LeBron.
Yep. I think he the last LeBron sucker there is as a player that's in the league. He I chose to go join up with him. And, you know, like Anthony Davis is lost in life. He got a fucking unibrow. That nigga lost, man. You feel me? I don't know.
Right. But yes, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised by that Bistro because he let it known. I'm not gonna sign long term. You keep me for a year. I leave in free agency. I go play. Huh?
Yeah, that was obvious.
Yeah,
that was obvious.
That's all over the place. He made that known. You know, he forced his way out. Like I don't know who did it worse. Who you think did it worse, James Harden or Anthony Davis?
James Harden.
Yeah, James Harden. He even took games off just to get out of Houston. He did everything in his power to make sure, hey, I'm gonna be a distraction. You got to get rid of him.
I mean, I respect AD more because he ain't go and join a fucking super team. You know, like this is what James Harden did. Oh my god, bro! Like, man, like you feel me?
Yeah. He got everybody. That James Harden, the signing to the Nets, got everybody backpedaling there. Now everybody gonna try to do super teams again.
They got no choice.
Yeah,
yeah. They gonna compete now. Like,
no, that's the GM's fault.
No, it's too, bro. Because listen, check this out. If I'm top 3 best player, like if I'm LeBron, Kawhi, or Kevin Durant, listen. And if they call me, like, suppose if I got somebody like, let me see. So suppose if like I'm KD and I got somebody like, I already got somebody like Joel Embiid on my team, and they go, yo, you know what? We're gonna try to get you Damian Lillard. You want Dame or Steph Curry, or you want LeBron and AD? I'm like, fuck no, I don't need all them niggas to win. Because like you feel me? Because then I'm like, if I bring all these people, that's an automatic W. And I'm like, that's the easy ring. I want to
Yeah.
compete. I want to expose motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, who am I exposing by teaming up on everybody? Like, what I'm exposing is myself because I'm weak. I'm not either mentally skilled or you feel me? Like I'm not mentally tough or either that. I'm not skilled enough or great enough to get the job done on my own.
Yeah.
No, but also put that on the GMs because
No, it's not
Harden,
just bro. They got to get confirmed from the players.
yeah, but Harden wanted to go to Philly and Miami, but Miami didn't want to give Tyler Hero, and then the Rockets, they were being petty with the 76ers because of Daryl Morey. So,
Mm.
what I was trying to say is that if the Sixers, because they offered Ben Simmons, like who else did they offer? Like,
Ben Simmons and I think a couple of role players. That was it. But the biggest draw in it was basically Ben Simmons for James Harden.
yeah, like why wouldn't Houston accept that? Like, because they didn't even get nobody from Brooklyn, like besides draft picks, and those draft picks ain't gonna mean anything. Like, especially the Nets were still good by
You know what that means? That means somewhere down the line they got noticed that hey, this guy wants to go to Brooklyn. He's going to end up in Brooklyn regardless anyway. So if we're the only team we're going to do business with is Brooklyn, and the other teams don't want to.
I mean,
When the teams, you basically must. These players are handicapping GMs and franchises because they got so much power. They could literally tell a franchise, trade me right now, and this is the only team I'm willing to go to. And if you don't trade me to this team, I walk and you get nothing from me.
yep.
So that's what I bet you. That's when the deadline comes. They're gonna have They're gonna have a bunch of new rules coming.
So you trust the GMs to make deals for you?
On certain franchises, but some certain players got so much power now that the GMs is just the GM. They
Bro,
can't really
honestly,
all they did
for like the past, like honestly, for like I would say the past 10 years or so now, it has not been the GMs talking about the NBA. It's been the players.
yeah. Especially the superstar players that know they got power. Hey, I put people in these seats. I bring money. You know, you need me more than I need you. That's how they're looking at it. You know, but it has to be a situation where it's equal partnership. I'm not saying the GM should have full power neither, but you got to let them do their job at some point.
Like it gotta be like it should be a rule.
Yeah,
Like, oh, you can't have this X amount of talent on the same team with a trade.
yeah. You know what I mean? Even Anthony Davis said, me and LeBron get say and whoever comes on that Lakers team. So that means before you even sign somebody to the Lakers, you gotta get you gotta get permission from AD and LeBron to sign the player to your team.
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Because you gotta ask him, yo, man, what you think about this player? What you think, you know?
Yeah. You know? It has to be equal partnership, man. Too much power is you know what happens when people get too much power, they take advantage of it.
Well, that's the NBA's fault. Like that's their fault for letting that
No,
happen.
it's the players' fault, bro, because they gotta do better, bro.
Nah, those NBA owners are just Trump supporters. They're just mad.
He said Trump supporters. But yeah,
Nah,
man.
hey, am I lying?
Well,
Dan Gilbert was a Trump supporter.
Dan Gilbert was a Trump supporter?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
That's
I mean,
why he wanted LeBron out, because LeBron was like criticizing Trump, and it was like nah, like
actually, one of the reasons why he wanted LeBron now, he said LeBron was costing him a lot of money and headaches. He said if LeBron leaves and goes to the Lakers, you know, good, I can have my team back.
Yeah, and you can
Because
start
they're
losing
bending over
again.
backwards for LeBron. You know, it's time to losing again. But they were bending over backwards for LeBron, man. They gave him whatever he wanted. You know.
Also,
So,
the Rockets owner is a Trump supporter as well.
They did the same thing for James Harden. They were bending over backwards for James Harden. He was able to bring his family here and there, get private jets and all this stuff. James Harden had it made in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
They call that nigga Jay Prince.
Word,
Jay Prince Harden.
Word. I mean, it's just getting out of hand a little bit because now all these guys they're good friends now, and let's just team up together because we're good friends, opposite to playing against each other. I'd rather have them compete. I mean, I'm so thankful that Kawhi didn't go to the Lakers. I'm really am because we wouldn't be having this we would never have these debates or conversations of who could do what against each other if Kawhi and LeBron are on the same team. It's not even a debate no more.
Nobody want to see that shit.
Word.
Well, you got some motherfuckers do they sick ass.
Word. Now I'm also glad KD didn't go to the Lakers because they have reports that LeBron was trying to recruit him, and I'm glad that didn't happen because that'd have been a big no. So at least we get those battles at least. But yo, Hoop, you play 2K? Or was playing?
I just got on it just now.
I was playing that joint yesterday, man.
Yeah, I'm on 2K. My team though, you gotta try that.
I'm still getting the hang of it because I'm still new to it, man. So I got rocked, man.
Listen.
I'm not ready yet, though, man. I got beat down by the Miami Heat.
Bro, no, listen. Take like $200.
Yeah.
Invested in NBA, my team. Oh my God, you're gonna love it, bro.
Word?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do it. How to get players. Take like 200 and invest and get a killer squad, bro.
You
gonna love it. The gameplay is a lot better on my team, bro. Remember the roster I showed you?
Yeah.
I'm playing against everybody from all over the world, bro. Like,
oh, that's tight. Yo, Bistro, you playing?
No, I don't play that trash anymore.
I don't play trash. Well, you're not a gamer no more? You don't like sports?
No, 2K. No, 2K is trash. Like 2K has been great since like 2K13 and 12.
nah, I can't say that.
Okay.
Nah.
Bistro, are you one of those people that say it's basically redundant? It's the same product year after year?
Yeah, it is. Like, bro, it really is. It's like, okay, it's like, yeah, they add a couple of things here and there, but it's like basically the same thing. It's like I just don't have the feel for 2K anymore. Like, I just really don't. Like, I would just play GTA 5 all day over 2K. Like, honestly, like, and that's me being 21 years old. So, and it's like, it's just not the same anymore. It's just like, it's just money grab.
So, do you play any sport games or all them are redundant?
Nah, I only play GTA, Red Dead, those games, etc. Like 2K, Madden, they're just money grab. Like, it's just not the same anymore. Just like I remember when I had it for PS3, like Madden 11, like it was great, but like it just doesn't feel the same anymore. It just doesn't. Like, I just don't have the same feeling. Like,
I mean, me personally, I don't buy them every year. I may buy like one NBA game and keep that for like a year and a half. Then I finally buy the new one. But I don't buy them like on point every time they come out every year. Unless it's like a big change. But that's about it. What's your football team, Bistro?
Jets.
Okay. East Coast.
Wow. Come on, Jordan.
Oh, you hooping now, aren't you?
Hell yeah.
All right, I got my joint on Xbox Series X though. The 2K on Series X.
Oh, you bugging, man.
Word. Bistro, you got any new systems or no?
Nah, I just got the PS4. PS4 Pro.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. You ain't gonna upgrade, or you don't want to look to upgrade?
Nah, I'm just gonna wait till like couple of years.
Couple years.
speak-
What?
Well, no, it's because like I got school right now, so it's like I really don't got time to really play like that till like the summertime
Oh.
anyway. So it's like
How old are you, bro?
21.
Oh,
Okay.
you still in college. What school you go to?
College.
I know. I said, what school you go to?
Oh, Casimas River in Sacramento.
Oh, word. I know y'all be smoking hella weed out there, yo.
That's why they call it City of Trees.
City of Trees.
You be smoking? You be smoking too?
Kind of like just like a bit like
I said kind of. What up, bro? I'm about to come out there next month.
swear.
Word. But yeah, man, that's good that you're doing your thing in college, though, man.
You trying to link up, bro?
I mean, if you slide over here, like
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. We're gonna get high as a motherfucker. Yeah, you know who got the fire over there, right?
yeah, no.
Yo, bro, when I come, I at least got about a pound to bring back as well, so I can get high all year long.
You know anybody here in Sac?
Huh?
You know anybody here in the 916?
I know like a couple people, but nobody who smokes.
Oh,
So if I come, I wouldn't know what about a pound a week from the place to get high with. Like,
oh, now I got you, bro. Like I know some people.
Nigga, I'm pretty sure you do. That nigga said, I'll play no game, nigga. I'll be getting high as a motherfucker. I already know what that means.
Word. Yo, what you majoring in, though, Bistro?
I'm just finishing my general ed classes for now, so I just put that in the side. So like I know, just like at the end of the day, just like yo, like I'm not taking much right now because I just hate online classes. Like that shit just.
Word. Well, okay, that's what's up, though, man. You doing your thing, though, man.
Yo, I know you got bitches out there and all that.
What's up?
Word.
I said, yeah, bro. Like, I know you got bitches out there and all that. Like the girls.
Oh yeah, nah, there's, but a lot of them are hoes though.
What you mean?
Nah, like a lot of them, like their body count's over like 30.
Oh, I mean, you ain't trying to wipe it, right?
I mean, like now, some of them got HIV. I'm be dead serious. Like watch.
Oh shit!
If you go to Stockton Boulevard, watch. There's gonna be a lot of, like those type of hoes.
Oh, I'm scared to come down.
Nah, it's
I'm
Yeah,
scared.
y'all wilding out over there, man.
That's like Atlanta outfit.
Yo, Bistro, what you send Mr. Ohio over there?
Bruh.
Nah,
It's
man.
because like you know the hosts from like LA, like a lot of them, like since like they want to like live like in low key cities, they just like move over here to like close to the bay and in North Cali. That's the reason why like there's like so many like of them over here. It's like now it's like there's a lot of females like they're like 15, 16, bro. Like their body count is like already like 15. Like oh
Damn.
my god, damn, bro. Like already like that young.
Yeah, that's that project stuff right there, man. That's like when you got Shorty from PJ. How they get around like that.
Yeah.
No, not just it's the good girls as well.
Damn.
And she ain't no good girl. Then. No good girls that well. They ain't no good girl. You feel me?
Oh, word.
Oh shit. Go out there and get the A's.
Man, I didn't know Sacramento be popping like that, man. I would have went over
like,
there.
what about the ones in college? They be on the same shit.
Word.
Yeah. Well, depends how old they are. Like if they just like if it's like the ones from like if they're like 19, 20, not much, but like the ones who are older, like yeah, like
Man.
their body count will definitely be high.
Yo, Bistro, you ever come to LA?
Nah.
Oh, man.
So it's gonna be hard for me to come out there to find somebody with a body count of like 12.
No, I think you can't find some, but like It's just
I'm
like
talking
there's a
about
lot.
that's of age. I ain't talking about no 15, 16, 17. You feel me? I ain't talking about no
Yeah.
jail shit.
Oh,
Word.
I ain't talking about no shoe size age. Feel me?
well,
Word.
Right, Pete? Right, no, right.
Hell yeah.
One of you are the motherfucking dudes.
Hey.
Yo,
Oh, but
man.
yo, who winning that
Yeah, you
game?
know that girl, Baha Batty, right?
Who?
Yeah, I know that girl that catch me outside girl, the Baja Batty girl.
Oh yeah. I heard of it.
Huh?
Yeah. I heard of it.
Yeah, bro. Like, she just turned 18.
Yeah.
Like the day she turned 18, she made her OnlyFans. And
Okay.
mad niggas is waiting for her. Yo, as soon as she turned 18, to make her OnlyFans, my nigga. Feel
Oh
me?
my
And
God.
my nigga, she made mad bread in that short span of time. Like mad
Dang.
niggas went and subscribed as soon as she turned 18. I'm like, yo, if I was the police, I would still lock all these niggas the fuck up.
Word. That
Just
mean
for
they
them
was
niggas waiting for the day of, you feel me, she turned 18 to do that.
word. That mean they was waiting for it then. That's why.
Yeah, these niggas said they was waiting.
That's sad. That's savage mode right there, son. All that time you wait, you could be doing your thing, man.
You want me to send you the video?
Nah, son. I take your word for it.
Uh.
Yeah, I got Shorty in here, so you know how that is.
Oh no, I'm just video of them raping shit. Like, feel me? I
Oh.
ain't talking about nigga. No, nigga, you trying to go to jail, Pete?
What? Nah, that's why I was. That's why I
Oh
thought you
no,
was
I'm
trying to
talking
say.
about no. The video of them niggas talking about, oh yeah, like how they can rape her, all this crazy old shit. That, feel me? I ain't talking about. Come on, man.
Oh no, not even that, man. Because I don't be reading them comments. Shorty see me
No,
read.
it's a video of a nigga made a video like I've been waiting for
Oh,
this day. You feel me? Like speaking his mind about it.
wait, is it like on YouTube or something?
It's on World Star.
Oh, World Star. Okay. I know where World Star at.
I mean, yeah, it shit happened like a couple days ago, so it should be
Oh,
hard for you to find, my brother.
oh, damn. Look, that's crazy, man. But yo, see, Beast are LeBron fans, man. You don't see, he don't few LeBron fans that we got on here that don't go crazy for him though. You see that, right?
Word, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my nigga began ass out there in Sacramento, like these niggas. The
Word.
rest of the LeBron fans, he looking at his posters, whacking off this shit. Like, who knows what these niggas?
Word, son.
These niggas said, "Fuck God, they worship LeBron."
Word.
It's crazy.
Damn. But yo, don't get Clippers play the Suns today, right? That's a good
Oh, word! I almost forgot about that shit, bro.
Clippers Suns trying to make it. Suns trying to make it. What they trying to make it? They're trying to make it 8 wins in a row.
Shoot the ball. Oh my God. Fuck.
Okay, Zach. Zach saying those Nas lines. Like the
Word.
age, what's the result? Not positive. Who's the best? Pac, Nas, and Big. Godson across the belly. I see.
Yo, bro, like I found out the other day, yo, Nas was 19 when he made Illmatic, bro. Like,
Yeah, he was.
how is that possible?
Yeah, man, he just was always nice with it like that.
No, how can you be that intelligent at that age, bro?
Word. He came into the game about like 17, 16, from Back to the Grill again. So some dudes just got that talent, man. You get that skill. The word, man. Oh man. But yo, man, you saw that Brooklyn Nets showdown?
When?
That KD return?
Oh yeah,
Man, he was cooking, man.
he was.
Word. Oh, and we got to give you props. I'm gonna give you your flowers while you can spell them. So you was right about something again. Remember when you said Kawhi was gonna stay with the Clippers? Well, he cleared it up, and he said he gonna stay with the Clippers. So
See?
you know, so yeah, man. He ain't going to sucker route. He said he would rather gonna stick it out. Most likely he gonna resign with the Clippers.
I told you, man, you can't believe the media, man. Like, so
Man,
like they see the Clippers making moves, and they, you know how niggas is.
word. All right, the 21st and the 27th, you're gonna see the Nets play, Zach. Okay. What teams are they playing? Yeah, how many tickets have you bought for these games? Because I know these tickets are expensive, man. You don't allow too many people to actually be going to these games, man. You must pay like a pretty. You had to pay like a pretty penny to watch the Nets play.
Oh, nah, like my girl just went to the Knicks game the other day.
Word.
Yeah, I ain't go. I don't want to go to that shit.
Damn. Did she say it was like how was they doing it? Was they keeping like social
So
distance or too many people?
I ain't even asked.
Oh, well, yeah, man. That's cool that they allowing people to come back, man. Because they said about June they're gonna reopen a lot of stuff by June. You're gonna see the Raptors play. The Raptors play twice in Tampa. Okay, that's what you're gonna watch. Man, yo, Zach going to all these events. He going to Nets games and he going to UFC.
Come on, I need a rebound, y'all.
Damn. Who you playing? You playing some? Does it say what country you playing somebody from, or it's just random?
Yeah, I think it's America.
Whoa. So I'm not even nice with it, man. I got to get nice with it to even do that. I'm not good at playing that game for some reason. I don't know why. I keep losing.
Don't worry, you'll be alright.
Well, I just got it, so I gotta put some practice into it.
Fuck.
All right, Zach, you liking it in Florida, man? I see you. Yeah, Tay, I see the Lakers balling. What you think of Andre Drummond so far? Yeah, it's funny who usually all the LeBron fans want to come on live just to go at you.
Well, that's good. They found something better else to do.
So, yeah, man. The last one was Renegade. Then from Renegade, and it was Jay Davis. I mean, they all the lineup. They are giving you props, man. I want to get out of it. They be giving you props sometimes, but sometimes they want to go at you.
You know, it is what it is, man. You know.
Word, man.
Well, you know, I ain't ducking no smoke.
Yeah, I know that, man. You take them all, and they literally come just to try to get you sometimes, man.
You see how they come in here and try to disrespect Dwayne Wade?
Yeah.
That shit is sick, bro. Come on.
Man, it's the LeBron fan thing, man. They got to put everybody down just to prompt LeBron up. Now, we all know LeBron good. You ain't got to be telling us this guy suck or this guy that. Well, actually, you know, this super team was more of this. The super team's the super team, man. You know?
Man, it's fucking crazy, dude.
Of course, man.
These niggas just psychos.
Word. Yeah, my man Ross Status, like you saying, LeBron is athletic and power with no skill.
Yeah, word.
He wasn't feeling that one, man.
It's true, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean that's what his game was predicated on. I mean, you think of LeBron, the first thing you think of, look how fast he is. He moves fast like the guard, or he's powerful, you know, all that other stuff. You know, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I don't look at LeBron for like, oh, I look at the skill, look at that dribble, you know, look at that jump shot. I don't say that for LeBron. I just say, look at the power. I mean, make like a you know, a flexing pose or something like that, like a power dunk, you know. But you know, that's how we viewed him a little bit, man. It's power. Same there with Giannis. Giannis is a power dunk. I mean, you watch Giannis and see him yapping on somebody's head.
Giannis is trash too.
You know,
all of niggas get exposed.
Yeah. So I mean, you ain't watching Giannis to say he got skill in that. You just watching him be like, he going to dunk it on somebody.
No, that shit don't even look. It don't look like nothing when he dunks. He's so fucking tall, bro. Like, you feel me?
Right. But some of them dunks, man. Oh my god. You know, he was trying to rip that rim off, though. Man.
He right at the rim. He's 7. Come on, bro.
Yeah. He said he right at the rim.
Right, his feet don't even leave the ground damn near. Like that shit don't look as sexy as to where Donovan Mitchell's dunk or like, you know what I'm saying? Or
yeah, because he's not catching hang time too much. It's just like a one-handed flush, and that's it. But he ain't jumping too high. That's why. So, yeah, man. No, yeah, Casey, he's cooking Bistro. I say, man, we got 2 college cats. AK, he goes to college too, and Bistro. We got 2 young bucks doing their little college day, man. But shout out to AK, man. He hits me up a lot sometimes for advice. But he want to travel overseas. He want to head out to the Philippines one day too. Man, Andre Drummond looking slow, man. Look at Andre Drummond, y'all. Y'all see how slow Andre Drummond moving?
I told didn't I tell motherfuckers that the other day?
Yo,
Right
this dude,
or wrong?
Andre Drummond looked like he ate 10 Whoppers or something.
Yo,
That dude,
remember I said, yo,
he's not even ready. He's not even ready to back up the court no more. Dude look like he bad slow.
remember what I said, P? I said, yo, they got this big dumb slow motherfucker. Remember, right? I said, yo, they got all these slow ass bigs.
Word. He is slow. I give him that though, man. His footwork is slow. Man. No, he just got bodied by Jimmy Butler on the move. You know something? I know something was a little wrong with his speed when he got dunked on by Giannis. I think it was the first game as a Laker. Giannis yapped it on him. Then I noticed, I was like, man, this dude moving slow. So, but I mean, Andre Drummond's still a beast. He got that power game though. He's just mad slow. Yeah, I think he hurt his toe again, right? Man, the NBA messed up this season with all these injuries. I think they rushed guys back a little too much, or probably too fast. This is why these injuries are starting to pile up a little more. It's either that or these guys not really keeping in shape, man. Because these guys get hurt way too much. We got the most injuries this season, the most NBA seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Part of it has to do with the bubble, because a lot of guys didn't want to play in that bubble. You know, a lot of guys just, hey, just cancel the season. But, you know, the NBA wanted to make his money.
Who that?
Need some money, I'm broke, Mom. Money.
You can hear out here.
$20 from each person.
All right, 60-64 is your score, third quarter for the Laker game. Lakers hanging in there. Andre Drummond with double digits. He's 4 for 7 from the field with 11 points. Make that 12. He's at the free throw line now. So he's coming close to his average. 4 more points. 4 more points, and so he have his 17, which he's average. Now he got those double digit points without nobody even noticing. Yeah. Good question, Blue. How many years was LeBron the best player in the NBA? Let's see. Okay, LeBron didn't start becoming the best player or known as the best player until about probably 2010. So I say probably from about 2010 to 2018. No, he was probably at the top of his game. At the most.
Let me close this fucking game.
Yeah. But there's a thing about LeBron, though, man. Even when we say he's the best player in the NBA, there's always somebody else that leaving a lot of room up for discussion. Like, you can sit there and say LeBron's the best player, but then somebody else would be like, you know what? I think KD actually better. You know, and it's like they take turns every season. So it's very tricky, man. It's very tricky. Because you could debate a lot of different seasons, you know.
Yeah, it's not no clear cut like how Michael Jordan was.
Yeah, like I could say Michael Jordan was like the best player in basketball for decades straight. But if I'm going with LeBron, it's gonna be always, you know, a couple of years from here, then maybe not this season, then it stops, then maybe you may give it back to him, you know. It's a tricky situation, man, because I think he's always been battling with a Kevin Durant or Kawhi or something like that. And even before he was called the best player, it was between him and Kobe for the most part. People, some people say 2010, Kobe was still better than LeBron in 2010. So if that's the case, then LeBron didn't really become officially the best player, until about 2011. For most people. Now, I remember when they was losing to Golden State. Keep in mind, Kevin Durant is on Golden State. And there were some people saying Kevin Durant was better than LeBron around 2017. So it's really like no clear-cut years. But I would tell you this much: from 2011 to 2016, you could make a good case that LeBron was the best player. I think that physically and all that other good stuff, he wasn't his time the most. Watching LeBron play today is not really that entertaining, to be honest with you. Now, he stays in the game a lot of minutes to get his points, and it's just not fun to watch. He does almost the same moves. He's at a point where it's not really fun to even watch him athletically that much more. Like that, what Kevin Durant did last night was more fun to watch.
Hell yeah.
He's crossing people up. He having dribbles like a guard, shooting threes in people's face. He's just a little more entertaining to watch. Like, even if LeBron gets his numbers, sometimes it's in a boring way. You actually be like, man, LeBron gets 20 points? I didn't even notice. So he's at that age, though, man. He's 36. It's not like he's going to be lights out entertainment at this point. You got to pick other players. There's other players in the league. And the league is in good hands, man. You got Zion Williamson. He's the next young, athletic guy that a lot of people should be watching a lot, too. It's a lot of fun players to watch. But the NBA don't promote nobody else. Kyrie Irving is real fun to watch. Y'all seen that move he did yesterday, right?
Oh, I didn't count.
Brought it back. He gave him the little Uncle Drew Hezzy. That was nasty because every time I watch Kyrie Irving play, I see a move that I'm like, oh my God, look at that. He be shaking cats out their shoes, man. But Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, their game is built for scoring. I mean, they're like, when it comes to one-on-one scoring, them dudes got it, man. They could score. LeBron's never been that type of scorer that was eye-catching. It's not, in hoop facts words, it's not sexy. It's not flashy.
What? Nah, I mean, what? Wait, I mean, no, it's not based off skill. Like, there's a lot of players that's not flashy. Like Tim Duncan wasn't flashy, but he had skill with fundamentals.
Oh, okay.
LeBron James just powered through everybody. Really, man, if the referee would do their job, this nigga, man, he wouldn't be scoring. All them fucking offensive fouls and shit. This nigga be
out of all the players, who you think performs or gets away with offensive fouls more than anybody?
LeBron James and James Harden.
Yeah, Zach. LeBron don't have a go-to move, and it's year 18. He should have had one. There's a couple holes in his game offensively. He should have had a post-up game by now. He should have had a more reliable jump shot, mid-range jump shot. And for his career, he shoots 34% from three. That's not that flashy neither. I mean, the best thing LeBron does is, I guess, a drive to the basket. Sometimes the guys bounce off. They bounce off LeBron when he charged into the basket full speed. Even when he was younger, it's like a linebacker. This dude was like half football and basketball, but he charged towards that basket with full speed. It's like getting tackled by a football player. So a lot of guys are like, yeah, I don't want that. Get your dunk. But that's all on power and athletic ability. That's all that is. LeBron knows it too. That's why he be flexing his muscles, doing that dance with his shoulders, This is the thing about that is for a guy that relies on power and so-called likes physical ball, you would think that he wouldn't be flopping. Because Carmelo Anthony don't flop.
Word.
Carmelo Anthony's, he's not like muscular like LeBron, but you would think that he'll be flopping, but he don't. LeBron James has flopped more than once. And for a guy that big and strong, why do you even need to flop? Just go right do them, dude. Body them. Like how we used to say on the East Coast. Catch that body when you go to the hoop.
Mm-hmm.
That lob for Andre Drummond was bad. He wasn't going to catch that. Man, for a guy that slow to average 17 points a game is kind of remarkable. You got to take your hat off to these guys that move slow, but they're able to average like 17 or 20 a game. Andre Drummond is one of them. The Joker is slow as molasses, man, but he be getting it off. He got some skill for a big man in the post.
Nah, man, like when you play the game based off skill, you don't need to be fast at all. You don't have to be fast. Look at Paul Pierce.
Oh yeah, that's that old man YMCA game.
Better yet, Joe Johnson. He's so skilled, but you got players that was fast and skilled, and you got players like LeBron that's not skilled at all, just fast with power.
Yeah.
Like LeBron has to play fast.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. But he has to use his athletic.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know how bad that shit will look?
Oh yeah. So
he plays straight up.
All right, but how long you think LeBron stays in the league? Because a lot of people say it'd be better if he retires. And
it would.
How long you think realistically he gonna stay in the league?
I'll give it like another 3 years, 2 years.
I say LeBron stays in the league until he catch some stats. He want to get them stats. I think he wants Kareem's #1 scoring all time, so he's gonna probably stay in the game and get that. He's gonna play as long as he can to get that.
And that's sad because, like, what I'm saying, because like real basketball players, like real competitors, not even thinking about that shit.
Yeah. But he has to use that now as his only argument. Stats is his biggest argument now because he's not going to catch people in probably titles. So the only thing he could possibly do is just get stats. So you could sit there and say, oh, look, he's the GOAT because of these stats. But here's how it backfires. There's a lot of guys that got good stats, and none of them are known as the GOAT. Walt Chamberlain.
Walt Chamberlain.
Yeah, Walt Chamberlain got fucking NBA encyclopedia, type of numbers. This guy averaging like 50 a season. Nobody say he's good though. Kareem, #1 on all-time scoring list. People barely say the guy is the GOAT. You got probably only a
niggas don't say he really top 10 really.
Yeah, so I mean that's why I keep telling people stats ain't going to be your closing argument to why you going to be considered a GOAT. If that was the case, a lot of guys would have been considered the GOAT. What about Oscar Robertson? He averaged a triple-double, right? Nobody talked about that, Westbrook averaged a triple-double for more than one season. Nobody going to be saying
4 years straight now.
yeah. So stats can be very overrated. They could be very overrated. I remember
don't even say he's the best player in the league. Don't even say he's the best player at his position.
Word. Word, man. I remember back in the day, my friends used to make fun of ESPN because they used to say every time LeBron does something, ESPN makes up this meaningless stat that nobody cares about. You know, like, you know, oh, he has the most triple doubles on Christmas Day. Like, and well, what's your point? These stats are like stuff that goes over your head that nobody gonna be caring about at the end of the day.
Well, they always got to do something so extra to make him look good.
Yeah,
And they don't do this. I can understand if they do this for other players, and I understand as well.
yeah,
But they don't.
yeah. Right. Like that whole, you know, LeBron's concerned about it too because he want to keep that double digit average for 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, it's okay if you have single digits for one game. It's not going to end anything. Nobody going to even be looking at that or caring about it. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh, LeBron's a bad player because he had one game when he had 9 points because he got hurt. I mean, nobody care about that, man.
No, like the more.
I don't even care about that record. That is. That's a meaningless record.
Where the more sucking shit you do shows how insecure you are, bro.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, come on, man.
No, it's okay to be a LeBron fan and all that. I like LeBron too, but
just be realistic about it.
Yeah, but at some point you're gonna have to be like, you know, you gotta move on sometimes too, man. If a guy getting old and you know that this young lion got the juice, like the movie Juice, you're gonna have to start talking about the new cat a little bit. You gotta move on, man. You can't keep talking about the same player all the time.
Yeah.
Word.
So we gonna see.
Word. Man, somebody in the chat named Galaxy. I can't let you win, man, unless you tell me who you are in the comment section. I don't let all these trolls up in here that I don't know. You know, all these dudes on here, they start playing weird stuff, you know, pretending to be people. Yo, I had a troll pretending to be you, bro.
Oh man.
I let him in because I let him in because I thought it was you. It had the same name, you know. And I let the dude let him in. I mean, he's playing music in the background, not saying nothing. I was like, this is no way. This is Hoop Fact, you know. Like, what the hell is going on, bro? I'm telling you, man, you lose their mind.
No, you like, nah, man, that nigga from New York. You don't do shit like that. Nowhere in hell. Right.
Man, I'm telling you, man, trolls, man, they crazy, man.
Hey, yo, P, you gotta go watch the interview with the fucking Young Buck and Big Bank interview. It's called on Big Facts. That shit is funny.
Really? I gotta check that out, man. I'm always clowning and laughing at Young Buck sometimes.
Like, you know how Young Buck got caught with the trainees and shit, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, they asked him about it. He's like, nah, man, this the people, they chopped and screwed the video and shit, man. Like,
they chopped it.
Yeah, he said, I just went in the hotel. He said, I just went in the hotel for a quick second.
Yeah.
And that was it, man. So, like, Big Bank, like, yo, man, like, why 50 Cent keep clowning you, man? You need to call 50 Cent and say, hey, man, can you please just leave me alone and stop clowning me? Can you please do that? He's like, oh, no, man. Like, every time I get in a fucked up situation, I always call 50, and he always laugh at me, man. Put my business on the internet, man. He's like, yo, why you keep calling 50 for? Why you keep calling? He's like, yo, his nigga said, I learned my lesson, feel me? This nigga said, damn, because every other week I be seeing him post your ass. And that should be funny. Nigga 50 be flaming Buck, yo.
Hell yeah, man. But he put himself in that situation though, man.
Remember the phone call he released a couple years back, a Young Buck?
Oh yeah, I remember that. But yo, he got himself exposed because he
Uh-huh.
called that tranny up saying bullets are flying, take the video down.
You know what this nigga said, people's lives are at risk.
Word.
Like,
If you don't mess with that person like that, how are you talking to them on the phone?
Word, this is word. So yeah, and they asked me that. They said, yo, so how you reconnected with the person? And they said, oh yeah, they had a picture up. So I had went to a Bell's bondsman, and the Bell's barman had found out who it was, and they connected me with him. We was all on 3-way. Man, get
Man,
the fuck out. Word.
that dude got stories for days, man. That's how you know somebody capping when they can't even keep their story straight.
Big Bang said, man, that shit sound fishy. He's a motherfucker, but I'm gonna tell
Word.
you, man, it sound.
And then he came out and said, "Oh, it did take place. I was catfished though. No, as soon as I know something was wrong, I ran out of there. Man, you did not ran out of there. We still
So you was getting sloppy toppy, right?
Word.
Word, niggas would have respected more if he would have said, nah, man, I got the head, then I came to my senses and ran. Yeah.
Word, man. I'm telling you, man, people crazy.
Hell yeah, man.
You know. And yo, I had some dude tell me Kawhi Leonard was on a super team with the Toronto Raptors. I'm like, how do you think?
Oh my god, man, what the fuck?
You know what this is because it's Kawhi versus LeBron all the time. So, and no way, no how is that a super team. First of all, they let an all-star go just to replace Kawhi Leonard. So all you had was Kyle Lowry and Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? That's your two all-stars right there. Then you had guys that was already drafted to the team, and they was coming to having a little breakout party, but that wasn't no super team. You know?
Man, that was the least amount of super team ever that won a championship. It's just the Mavs, bro.
Yeah. Now, and Kawhi had to put on that performance just for them to win because you don't hit that shot, they probably don't go to the finals.
Fact.
You know?
Kawhi didn't even have a top 25 player on his team that year.
Yeah, that's true. No, it was just a bunch of young cats. None of them do.
Larry was always known for flopping. For underperforming and choking.
Yeah, that's because he's not a superstar. He couldn't take a team over the hump.
Yo, really? Kawhi revived his career
Yeah, he did.
and his fucking image.
Oh yeah.
Now Kyle Lowry seen as a closer and a tough guy.
Yeah, because he got that chip under his belt. You know, he performed with Kawhi. But yeah, that's far from a super team, man. You know, people just want to deplete it because they can't admit that championship is even oppressive because if they're admitting that, then what are you saying about LeBron's championship?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's all it comes down to.
That man averaged 31 points the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you know how hard it is?
That was a great performance. He performed so great in the playoffs. We thought that, the Clippers. That's why one of the reasons why we thought the Clippers were going to win the championship because we thought he was going to come off and do the same thing again. And,
I mean, he averaged 29, and this year, just that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I put it this way, man. I keep telling people I can't say that's a choke job either because he's doing everything you're asking for him to do. It's just the shot is not falling down. And if you take 24 shots and you don't go to the free throw line,
hold on.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you at this point.
Look it up. Yo, listen, man. Like, did I say anything about was it like a fixed job or anything? When I explained the situation to somebody, they said, yo, like, you trying to say it was fixed? I said, no. I said, yo, that's what you said. I ain't say that. Right or wrong?
Right. No. But that is suspect. You got to admit that's suspect.
Hell fucking yeah. How you
can't take that much shot and not go to the free throw line.
In a game 7 of a playoff game. I know.
Yeah. You supposed to at least get the superstar call a couple of times.
Man, that shit is ridiculous, bro. Look it up, man. Like that's what I'm saying. The NBA know what the fuck they doing. They ain't want to see Kawhi versus because they know they gonna win, bro.
Mm.
You're not fucking stupid.
Right.
They know they gotta get LeBron these fucking rings because he getting old, bro. They not dumb.
I mean, LeBron's the face of the league, though, so you got to keep him in winning situations, man.
You know, LeBron just missed the playoffs the year before that. They're like, yo, we're gonna send him back.
Yeah.
We got,
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because that 2019, when it didn't make the playoffs, they were still talking about LeBron doing the playoffs, and he wasn't even in it. You know, and Chris Broussard was like, I don't care if he's not in the playoffs. I'm gonna talk about LeBron. So that goes to show you right there, you're not even covering the whole game as a whole. All you care about is talking about LeBron.
Talking about sucking his dick.
You know, I mean, I hate to say stuff like that because I don't want to come off as people say, "Oh, you hate me," you know.
But it's true though. Like,
you know. Yeah, I tell you, Lakers gonna lose, huh? Now y'all should still win this game. No. Now y'all seen that video I made just morning, man. I did that because I was watching TV just morning, and some guy said, you know, the Lakers have a big three now, or he was debating on who has the better super teams, Kevin Durant or LeBron James. You know, so I just put it all in perspective. I don't think KD would have been, because KD was always following what LeBron did because he didn't want to be left behind. He didn't want to be one of those guys that played good but wasn't winning the championship. You know, because if we have it just LeBron making super teams, nobody else will be winning then at that point.
mm-hmm.
No, all you have is just the media saying LeBron's this, LeBron's that. And we would be completely ignoring the fact that he's playing with multiple superstars. We would just be giving LeBron credit all the time. And this is why a lot of guys don't want to join him right now, this late in their career, because they don't want to be thrown under the bus. And they don't want to play with a guy that's not going to give them full credit for their contributions. They're just going to look at it as, hey, you helping LeBron win the championship.
Yeah.
So that same energy don't get passed around.
LeBron.
Yeah, Chris Broussard. Yeah, the way he says that, he hangs off his name so long, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Come on, Rob. LeBron. What the fuck going on? Somebody fighting outside.
All right, so it's 80 to 83. Miami Heat's only up by 3-10. Y'all can still probably win this game.
Hello? Yo, I be hating when girls be like, suck my dick. Like, man, that is, you know.
Man, that's too much. One and a half.
Raising these people.
Yeah, man. That's hood shit right there, though.
Yeah, like, suck my dick, bitch. Like, what? Damn. Who raising you? How you being raised by fucking animals? Like, you know?
Everybody in the household just cursing for no reason. This is the words you properly say.
Word. just every day, like on a normal shit. Just every day on a normal situation. You hungry, bitch? You want some cereal, hoe?
Yeah, that's a bad
school,
everyday family talk like that.
You got people who do that, like. Yeah.
Word, man, that's nuts, man. Man, I feel bad for them if they go for a job interview. Give me this effing job.
What? You're all fucked up, man.
All right. $87 to $80. All right, 80, make that 88. And actually, the newest super team would have been LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Paul George. And they would have been able to still keep their young squad. They would have been able to keep all those guys without, that could have been the big three. They waited another season, of course, waited another season without trading them. They could have had that. Oh, Jason Whitlock said he's coming back to ESPN? Okay. He's going to come back with a Big Mac. No, and y'all remember last summer, Chris Paul turned down the Lakers. Chris Paul would have been a Laker if he said yes. LeBron wanted him. Chris Paul said no. He chose the Phoenix Suns because of Devin Booker. He said he liked it. He wanted to play with Devin Booker instead. And he said the Lakers didn't offer him that. He couldn't do nothing with the Lakers. Oh, yeah, Bistro, I'll be ready for it. No, I'm always on Whitlock. So you could have had, the Lakers could have had Chris Paul right now with Anthony, and you still would have got Andre Drummond. And see how tight how stacked that roster would have been? And Chris Paul is still an all-star. He was an all-star this year. Yeah, he didn't want to wait. He wanted his pieces right there in front of him. Yeah. But they should all be back from playoff time, man.
Damn.
What happened?
I blocked somebody's shit with my arm and snatched the shit. My arm. Yo, bro, like, I was talking to my boy a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I seen Kawhi. It was against that OKC series.
Yeah.
When he was on the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
I see him rip somebody, right?
Yeah.
I see him rip. I think it was Westbrook he ripped.
Yeah.
He ripped him. Look, P.
Yeah.
He ripped him, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to. What's going on my camera? Why is it not working? Hold on, what the fuck? But yo, he ripped him, right?
Yeah.
He snatched the ball with one fucking hand.
Damn. Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
And I see him, somebody throwing the pass, and he snatched the pass with one fucking hand, bro. You heard?
Hell, man, he got them big ass hands.
And it didn't hit the floor. And I told my boy Josh, I said, bro, Can you
Yeah.
imagine somebody like this guarding you, bro? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
come on, that's it. Come on. That's not
no,
normal, bro. You feel me?
that's it. That's definitely not normal. Yeah, Zach, I think they're gonna pull the plug on DMX, man. He's definitely brain dead.
Damn.
It's not looking good for DMX. But yeah, man. And you know what was funny when people don't want to give that 20 Kawhi credit for that 2014 finals.
That's sad.
That's sad, man. People don't realize you could even look up the numbers, man. LeBron had over 7 to 8 points in 3 quarters with Kawhi Leonard guarded him with 7 turnovers. Now you tell me that's not an effect of Kawhi Leonard's defense? If you take Kawhi off that Spurs team, there's a good chance the Miami Heat win. But then they want
Bro,
to have somebody to stop LeBron from bulldozing towards the back, getting 40 on him. And then that will open up the game so much that all those
bro.
other players had wide open threes. The
Yo,
reason why he was
P,
able the
I'm
reason
gonna.
why he was able the reason why he was able to run Miami off the court was because LeBron disappeared offensively. That's why. Now, you maybe say he averaged 28 a game. That's a lot of those points came in garbage minutes. The game was already blown out proportion. They were already up by 20 or whatever. And so put it in that. Let's say you replace LeBron James with Michael Jordan on that Miami Heat team in 2014, and Kawhi locks Michael Jordan down. You think the Bulls going to win with their best player not adding the numbers that he's supposed to be adding? Of course not. So if you cut the head off the steak, you're going to win. And LeBron was the head dude in charge. So if you put the brake on LeBron, that's a wrap. The rest of the team going to get momentum because of Kawhi Leonard's defense. That's what they was picking up from. It opened the game wide open. Now, I even showed video of LeBron being frustrated on the bench, you know, pinning his head on his forehead because he was pissed off because Kawhi Leonard wouldn't let off. You know, that was just it's just simple. You know, so you can't win a championship one year and then lose to the very same team the next year and have no blame on it. Some of the blame got to go on you. You're the superstar of the team. You got to take some of the blame. You can't just throw the praise under the under the bus. You can't do that. Kawhi Leonard was young. It was LeBron's job to bring it to Kawhi Leonard. He's supposed to be dropping 40, having 50 more, you know? Kawhi Leonard wasn't even in his prime yet. He just was young, and he was going after it, man. The dude was like a pit bull on defense. You seen what Pat Bev and Kawhi Leonard did to Dame Dollar, right? Made him go 4 for 13. You saw that game, who?
Some of it.
No. That was a bad game for Dame. So if y'all still don't think Kawhi Leonard got defense, that's a perfect example. He still got it.
Yeah, I mean, he got it when he wants to. I don't pay that no attention. Like, when,
Right.
I'm not really worried about Kawhi because I know when he's going to do things when he needs to do it.
Yeah. What's up, Gillian? Speaking of Drummond, how many points Andre Drummond got? Anybody in the comment section, let me know. Yeah.
That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Bird from the other. That one misses. 3 shots, all come up empty.
Actually, you got to put some perspective on it. Now if you want to talk about Michael Jordan losing in the first round, Michael Jordan wasn't on the super team. He was getting beat by teams that were all-time great teams. LeBron James was already on super teams when he was losing. So in that 2011 finals, that's on LeBron. So that's different. Way different. Now, it's not like LeBron went out in a blaze of glory. He was dropping 40 or something. The dude was only averaging about 15 a game. He was having Jason Terry. And who's the other dude? Man, there's a couple dudes. I think, Jason Terry. Right? It was Jason Terry blown by him. The guy just looked completely not interested in playing.
He froze up.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle that pressure.
Mike may have lost against the Boston Celtics, but that Boston Celtics team had multiple All-Stars. Mike was the only guy by himself, giving them 60, 40, 49. And those in back-to-back games. That's
the thing with Kawhi. He ain't freezed up against the fucking Nuggets. No way.
Word.
He just played bad that one game.
Word. So I can't call that like freezing. So there's levels to that, man. There's levels to going out. If you're on a super team and you go to the finals, but you froze up, that's a complete different thing. LeBron wasn't the best player on that Dallas Mavericks series. It was actually Dwayne Wade. He was one keeping them in the game. But y'all don't want to admit Dwayne Wade was the best player because that hurt LeBron. But you have to boost up LeBron. But keep in mind, man, Wade was the man. Yeah, that reminds me of what Renegade was saying. Remember he said Wade wasn't the same? I'm like, where are we going with this? Do you say he was a top 5 player in the game? That's not too far off from 2006 then, is it?
Dude was crazy.
I didn't even get what my man was good. Y'all was style, man. He was just wild, man. Shout out to Renegade. I was like,
he tried to say Tim Duncan was better than Dwayne Wade in 2010. I said, fuck no.
Word.
And Spurs is my team then. You feel me?
Word. And the thing about that too, Zach, Michael Jordan never wanted to team up with Bird or Magic. He went to their face and said he wanted to be better than all of them. And Magic Johnson will co-sign that. He said Mike be talking smack against him and Larry.
Even on the Dream Team, he said it's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah, see, Mike was a different breed, man. Even in losses.
Like he wasn't a different breed. It just said he did what he's supposed to do. I mean, that's how you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like when Jordan was normal. This new age shit is sick, and they say it's normal, but it's not.
Word.
Like it's crazy how shit changed. Like you understand. Pete, you hear yourself? You saying Michael Jordan was a different breed.
Yeah.
That's regular shit, but it's a different breed to how shit is now.
Exactly,
You know
I know. That's why I'm saying that.
You got to say some shit like that, like back in the day. Like you would never have to say nothing like that.
Word. Nah, Bistro, those weren't plumbers, man. Those were some of the greatest basketball players of all time. A lot of them dudes are in the top 50. Now, just because you haven't seen them play doesn't mean they were bummers. Keep in mind that was a bottom seed team. Whenever Mike had a good team, or whenever Scottie Pippen even came of age, they tuck off.
Yep.
There was no frozen moments in the finals. the minute Scottie Pippen became credible, he started playing with like he had a backbone because he used to get punked by the Detroit Pistons. And the only guy that would stand up to the Detroit Pistons was Michael Jordan. He wanted all smoke with the Detroit Pistons.
You said these guys are so fucking stupid, man. Like they try to make it seem like Michael Jordan was supposed to be winning all the time. It don't go that way.
Yeah. Word.
Like when Michael Jordan got his groove,
Yeah.
like when he fully developed his game and got a decent team, things took off. That's the only thing that matters.
Word. And LeBron playing against the bad boy Detroit Pistons, he had been flopping all over the place. Mike never flopped against the bad boy Detroit Pistons. He took elbows, bloody noses, hit to the balls, smacks to the face, and still was coming back for more. When the rest of that Bulls team was, we don't want none of that. We ain't about to get tackled on this court. One play could have ended your whole career. And that whole Detroit Piston team was like, you know what? We don't even know how this nigga back from this because we was beating his ass. We was physically beating him. Okay?
They changed the rules because of that shit.
Exactly. It was physically playing football with this guy. You know.
Word, that could have ended that nigga's career, man.
Word. I mean, I seen LeBron get hit in the face and he go down like somebody shot him with an AK. You know? And he bigger than some of the dudes that he getting hit by. This dude fly. No, you should be bodying them dudes. You know, Carmelo Anthony, he's not going to go down as a better player than LeBron, but Carmelo Anthony never backed down from a challenge. He still went out there trying to play. He never even flopped. No, Carmelo Anthony wasn't out there flopping. Yeah, he does have the best resume, but you know Mike earned it. And if LeBron was a 10-time NBA scoring champion, he would have had that scoring title way faster than what he got now. He got that due to longevity. Only reason why he even on that list is because of longevity. But imagine being a scoring champ 10 out of 11 years. That's nuts. The man was the best two-way player in the game for damn near 10 years. No, there's no Ray Allen moments with Michael Jordan. There's no Kyrie Irving moments with Michael Jordan. There's no super team stack the deck moments with Michael Jordan. He was the guy hitting the biggest shot in Chicago Bulls history. Okay, there's no buts or none of that type of stuff, you know. Because a lot of people, if it wasn't for that Ray Allen shot, if it wasn't for that Kyrie Irving shot, you can't say that with Mike. She said salute too, Zach. But yo, we about to be out of here, man. It's almost hitting that 2-hour limit. Yo, we about to be out, son. Peace.
All right,
brother. All right, I want to say shout out to everybody, Bistro and all you guys. We about to be out of here, man. I'm about to go and eat some of that. I'm about to do what wifey do. She eating salads, you know, for dinner and all that type of stuff, you know. So I'm about to do the same thing, man. All right, brother. Peace.